Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And the movie I want to take a look at right now is Passing. Now, this one comes from Netflix. It is written and directed by Rebecca Hall, also a first-time directorial debut from her. It is based on a novel, and this one tells the story of mixed-race childhood friends that reunite in middle-class adulthood and become increasingly involved in each other's lives and insecurities. While Irene identifies as an African-American and is married to a black doctor, Claire passes as white and is married to a prejudiced, wealthy white man. So going into this, I kind of ignored it. I'm gonna be honest with you, and it's not because I didn't want to watch it. It's just because there's just so many movies out there that I had to catch up on. I had to make decisions, and time is very limited, and so I wanted to make sure that I was able to cover most of the movies. They're going to be up for the Oscars and all these awards and everything. And so what has led me to this point is it being nominated for a SAG award. Let me go ahead and pull it up here in real time because forgot to do my little research here. Ruth Negga, she plays Claire in the film. She was nominated for outstanding performance by a female actor in a supporting role. So once it kind of popped up on my radar that this film is actually getting some recognition, then I wanted to watch it. And of course, Netflix is gonna kill it from last year with all these selections that they have going forward with the awards process, and this is one of them. And also, I was also kind of in the mood even more to watch this after I watched The Lost Daughter, and that was Maggie Gyllenhaal's directorial debut, and so this is Rebecca Hall's directorial debut. Never saw a trailer, just jumped right into it. I like Ruth Negga quite a bit, and I also like Tessa Thompson, so here we go. So shame on me for ignoring it the first time. So here we are. It's good. It's a good, solid directorial debut, and I would be fascinated to see where Rebecca Hall takes her directing career. I've always liked her as an actress, and I think one of the best roles she ever did was that film Christine. Was it called Christine? It was the one where she played the reporter that committed suicide live on air. It's based on a real story. That was a haunting performance. Really just kind of gets under your skin and hits all those nerves type of performance. She's fantastic in that. Check that out. Just a little side note. But with Passing, let's start with Rebecca Hall. In terms of visual flair, she knows how to make a black and white movie. And it is super hard to do that because you have to nail your lighting. You got to nail composition. You have to really understand shadow and depth and texture and detail and just everything about it. And I thought the cinematography was stunning. There's been a lot of black and white films from last year. The most popular one that will probably be an awards consideration is Belfast. I thought Belfast was shot fine. This blows it out of the water. There's something about this film that screams movie magic, Turner Classic Movies, vintage. It feels like a film that was it encapsulated from another time. And that has to all do with the cinematography, production design, costuming, lighting, all that stuff. It just makes it feel like we're on this different world, even though it is representing a decade and an era of our time. It was beautiful. It was just, I don't know how to else describe it. It's one of those things to where when you watch it, every single frame is just filled up with something that looks great. And like I said, lighting is also really difficult to nail on black and white films. The lighting is incredible. And once again, it kind of adds almost like a noir look to it, like an old school noir look. It's got this glossy Hollywood look to it. Like I said, that's why it kind of screams out Turner Classic Movies, because it has that kind of gloss over it. And I think they shot on film, so you can definitely see the film grain. Also, just adds a nice bit of richness and texture to the film. It's stunning, really good stuff. The cinematography is outstanding. As far as the actual story goes and the characters, I like how frank Rebecca Hall is. I like how honest she is. I like how abrasive she is. She touches upon racism, sexism, homophobia, um, wealth gaps, class structure, um, and just what it's like to live in this time period. It's just there's so much going on, and we get perspectives from all types of races and just why some people are thinking this way, why some and you understand kind of like where Ruth Nega is coming from, because she is the one that's kind of passing off as a white woman so she can be in this kind of like upper class and feel like she's a part of something, but at the same time she's not being true to herself, and so she's really kind of she's kind of lost. And so, you know, her meeting up with Tessa Thompson's character, they were high school friends, and even Tessa Thompson, who's having, like, she's very comfortable in her skin, and she embraces being a strong black woman, but there's also people that judge her constantly for everything that she does, and it's just it's exhausting, and she's trying to make the world a better place, and she's even having her own internal problems at home with like her husband, and her husband is kind of worried that their son might be gay, and it's just there's so much going on with each family. It's a close examination of all these problems that have just been seeded in this country, and that still happen to this day. So it doesn't matter what time period we're looking at. You could look at this film and just be like, oh, this could be plucked from conversations that people are having today in 2022. So I thought, like I said, it was a very kind of honest. It gets uncomfortable sometimes, but it's truth to power type of speak. It's stuff that people need to hear, and it's stuff that people need to understand and empathize with, even if you are not black, or if you're white, or vice versa, man, woman, whatever. The whole thing is to kind of understand people's perspectives and be open-minded. So I think Rebecca Hall does that beautifully. Just kind of having these open conversations and having it from the perspective of these two families was really riveting dialogue, and just interesting conversations that they were having. I was wrapped up in like what they were saying. Yeah, and I thought the end of the film, and I know this is based on a book, so I have no idea how the book ends, but the end of the film took me by surprise. I had no idea they were going to go down that route. That might be my only complaint of the film, is that the ending is so powerful that once it hits black and goes to credits, I kind of wanted more. I wanted to see what happened after that. So the story may have been cut short, maybe a little just abrupt ending, but a very powerful ending nonetheless. I really wanted to see what happened after that. So I guess that's also a pro for Rebecca Hall for having me so invested with all these characters and their situations. So, yeah, I thought she did a very good job just kind of navigating this narrative and these characters, and just letting them speak, and just live in the moment and have these conversations. It was really fascinating to watch. The performances are also really great. Tessa Thompson and Ruth Nega, their chemistry is off the charts. They have that spark, between them, where you just can't take your eyes off of them. They are just two firework type of performances where you're just like, you were in it. They are delivering everything expertly, and it's just you're just watching them do their thing. And I really appreciated that. They were just casted wonderfully. Andre Holland plays Tessa Thompson's husband, also a really great kind of supporting role. And Alexander Skarsgård coming back to do another a-hole role, if you will. He's so good at playing the just disgusting characters. You just want to punch him in the face. When I saw him turn in Big Little Lies and doing that type of performance, I was like, he's too good at this. But he does it here. He has some very uncomfortable scenes and how openly comfortable he is with being racist, and especially when his wife is in the room and when he's talking with other people. It's just absolutely disgusting behavior, but that just shows you how people's minds were back in the day and how some people's minds are today, where it's just like they feel comfortable and they feel emboldened to say that stuff. and it's absolutely horrific. But it's an unfortunate truth that we all have to face in this country. There's prejudice everywhere, and it's heartbreaking. It really is. And so, yeah, but also, on the flip side, he's doing his job, and he delivered just a gross performance. That's what he's supposed to do, though. So, I liked everyone else in the movie. All just kind of came to play, and just I think just as a director, not only navigating the script to completion and having us be investive and care about it, I think Rebecca Hall also brought out some really just nice performances. And you know what? If Ruth Negga and Tessa Thompson were nominated, I wouldn't be shocked if Rebecca Hall gets nominated for adapted screenplay. Sure, go for it. So I think this film does have potential. And honestly, Netflix, good job. Between this, The Lost Daughter, The Power of the Dog, and Tick, Tick, Boom, you guys are killing it for 2021. And I think you guys might sweep the Oscars. So, I really enjoyed Passing as definitely a good directorial debut from Rebecca Hall. And I would love to see more from her. So, what did you guys think of Passing? Please comment down below and let me know. And that will do it for this review, guys. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.